Hello, leaders, and welcome to Run to Your Leadership Challenges. Me and Josh Evans are here again, coming to you from HR Houston Conference in Houston, Texas, the home of Josh Evans.
Howdy.
And Josh, tell us a little bit remind people what you do again.
Oh, I do all sorts of stuff, but what I do professionally is I help organizations make phenomenal company cultures, because I think everybody can find meaning and value in the work that they're doing if they know how. Everybody deserves to have fulfillment in their work, and not every organization is focused on it. Not every employee realizes that they can.
So that's so cool. I met Josh about 4 years ago, as I mentioned yesterday, and Josh we've become really good friends over the years, and today we're going to continue the talk from yesterday about organizational culture. And right in the beginning, what you said about yourself is how you help people bring meaning.
Absolutely.
So let's talk about meaning a little bit. What does that mean, and what kind of role does that play in organizational culture?
Okay. Nobody wants to hate their job. Nobody starts off day one and be like, I can't wait to really be complacent. Or nobody steps into a role and goes, I'm going to do the most mediocre job possible.
Yeah.
No, everybody wants to have meaning in their work, right? Anybody that just shows up for the 9 to 5 probably does a very easy job that robots are going to replace soon, right? But you can find meaning in the work that you're doing. And I think too often, the reason we have trouble doing that is because we focus too much on what the role is or what somebody in that role does. And that goes with everything in life. And this is something that I train in every organization I work with, even the individuals I work with. I call it IDM, is, does, means. And let's take a simple role for a second. I met with an IT manager recently. His role is an IT manager. What he does is fix computers, check out their network, make sure nobody's looking at stuff they're not supposed to at work, right? Handles...
People never do that.
Yeah. Well, I hope not. Or handle somebody who loses a charge or something like that. That's what they do as a job function, right? Those are the tasks and functions and responsibilities. And every organization is guilty of this. What they do is they say, this is your role, and this is all the stuff you have to get done for this role. So all we do is focus on what their role is or what somebody in their role does. And that's enough for somebody to make a living. That's enough for somebody to show up and know what they're supposed to do. But neither of those things provides meaning, right, to themselves or the organization. I think if we could start having employees and even leaders look at their role and the role of their teams in terms of meaning, it would provide fulfillment to the individual itself. And so what I have people do is this exercise where they look at their role and they talk about what it really means. And so this IT manager, what his role really means at the end of the day is that everybody else can work. Literally him being there to make sure they have their software updates and their antivirus software is on, and everybody has a cell phone charger, right, that has a company cell phone. All those little nuanced things means that everybody else can focus on the role that they have. It literally means that everybody else's peace of mind, that everything that they need to do their job effectively is handled. And how often have we talked to an IT person like, wow, you have so much meaning because you allow everybody else in this office to really...
True.
And the second you show them how their role has a lot more depth to it, how everybody else is dependent upon them, all of a sudden they're going to drive more meaning, right? If I know I'm helping the lives of every other individual in my organization, I'm going to be fulfilled in my work. And that's
right.
That's where the real rubber meets the road. We've been working so hard for the past, century to take emotion out of the workplace and make everything stoic. I think we need to bring at least the positive emotion back to the workplace and
I agree.
Really connect. I mean, at the end of the day, we're all humans. We all want to feel like we're valuable. And I think if we can start doing that on an organizational level, we can really change the way that business is done.
Oh, man, that's so good. I did a podcast last week, and one of my 6 core essentials of leadership is knowing the big picture, and not how you fit into the big picture and how all of your workers fit into the big picture, and be able to encourage them on a daily basis of how they fit in. And I think that ties in a lot to the meaning. Would you think that's kind of the same principle?
Absolutely. I mean, and we talk about knowing your lane, right?
Yeah.
And being in your lane, and that's more focused on knowing what you're good at and staying within that realm. But I think knowing your role within the organization and how it impacts other people within the organization really speaks to knowing your impact on other people.
That's so good. Well, hey, let's wrap it up right there, and we will continue this talk tomorrow with, what are we going to talk about next?
I don't know. I'm going to go to the clouds for this one. Let me think about it.
All right.
I'm going to steal somebody else's idea and bring it to the table.
All right. A lot of different ideas on culture, and we're talking about the leadership challenge of culture this week, all week on the show. Until next time, Josh, one more time, tell them how they can get a hold of you.
You can check out my website, joshuamevans.com, or you can check me out on any social media at EnthusiasticU, and even check out my podcast, which is the Corporate Culture Cleaner Show.
Cool.
Maybe I'll have Paul on there one day.
There you go. Well, Josh is a great guy, and man, if you have problems or difficulties or challenges with culture in your organization, he's the guy you need to call. So until next time, hope you enjoyed this podcast.
Ooh, it's the Josh and Paul Show.
The Josh and Paul Show. I think that might turn into something. So until next time, run to your challenges. We'll see you.